الحمد لله بقى قليل يعني قليل الحمد لله الحمد لله هيا هيا.
I'm standing here with a local gentleman. As you can see, we're both wearing our Moroccan costumes. This gentleman's jalabai is a bit heavier than mine. His fabric is a bit thicker, so it keeps him a bit warmer. Mine, on the other hand, is more for the summer months. Now, the cheaper jalabai would go for about $15 to about $45, give or take a few bucks. Here's an interesting thing. If you take a look at this, you'll notice that there's a pocket here, but it's actually a fake. You put your hand into the pocket and look, it comes out the bottom. It might seem rather strange, but apparently it's so that you can reach into your pants pocket if you need to get your wallet or your keys or what have you. So if you're shopping at some of the stalls here in the city and you want to buy a beautiful carpet, you can reach into your fake pocket and into your real pocket without having to lift all this way up. Very good. Not only is it comfortable, but it's useful as well. Well, sir, thank you very much. Have a good one. Walking through the streets here in Fes, we notice that we are not the only tourists enjoying the city. There are many more populating the narrow, colorful alleyways.
كيف حال؟
الحمد لله
بخير إن شاء الله.
بخير الحمد لله.
كيف الدنيا معك يعني؟
الدين الحمد لله.
الحمد لله. So what's the name of this?
هذا قريوش حلوى.
حلوى.
This gentleman is a dessert chef. Oh, he's made a lot of incredible desserts, as you can see.
قريوش.
هذا قريوش.
قريوش. بو.
This is a very famous Moroccan dessert. It's called Ramadan cake. It's specially made for the Ramadan holiday.
What's the name of this?
شباكية.
شباكية.
هذه شباكية.
What's this?
هذا البنان.
This is a Turkish sweet called tulumba. Here they call it banana, but of course it's not the banana we're used to. It certainly looks very tasty.
قريوش, right?
Now, this one over here is called girmish. It's good. Very good. I must say, you should definitely try some if you come here. Of course, any trip to the city of Fes would not be complete without a visit to the famous Caravan University, the first known university in the world. Let's have a look inside and see what we can learn about it. Caravan University was built on the side of what was called Caravan Mosque. The mosque is the central section of the structure, with classrooms built around it. Caravan University is quite literally the center of the old city. Looking down from a high altitude, one can easily see the green-hued bricks that adorn the ancient mosque. The main towers of Caravan jut high above the surrounding houses. These structures are predominantly one-story homes built by settlers originating from Andalusia in Spain. As evening approaches, lights illuminate the winding alleyways which suddenly become alive with crowds. Locals and tourists jostle their way towards homes, stalls, and restaurants. It's coming on nighttime, and I'm getting a little hungry, so I'm stopping by the soup house here. I've ordered some snail soup, which the chef is preparing as we speak. Oh, it looks very delicious. He's stirring the snails around in there. Everything's very fresh. It looks pretty hot, doesn't it? Smells good too. As you can see, he's taking out the snails one by one. He likes to eat them, I guess.
Are you gonna eat them?
You see, the chef eats both the soup and the snails. Most people prefer to eat just the soup part. Right here, these are the empty shells, and these guys are just drinking the soup.
Soup.
At night, we were invited to join some Moroccan gentlemen for tea. They were very curious to learn about us and what we thought of their country. And we can only say that the curiosity was mutual. We learned a lot about them and they about us. It was a lovely time. At tea gatherings like this, the most respected of the group is asked to fill the cups, you see. Since we are the guests, my good friend here is the designated cup filler. It's a very friendly and hospitable custom. Now, this gentleman here says his grandfather arrived in Morocco during the time of the Ottomans many, many years ago. Isn't that right? The more we get to know the locals, the more warm and generous they seem. Although we have never met, they have invited us to join with them in this delightful ancient culture. We have sincerely enjoyed our time taking tea and conversing with these kind gentlemen, but before we know it, our time together has come to an end, and it is time once again to move on. But before we leave, we bid a fond farewell to the new friends we've made here in Morocco.
Ve ayrılık zamanı geliyor.
This has been a delightful time. Our friend Mohammed Osman has been most accommodating, and we hope to see him again one day. So long. When people think of Morocco, they can't help but think of perhaps its best-known city, Marrakesh. The city is considered to be the heart of Morocco, and is perhaps the best place to experience the sensual mystery of this amazing country. Tall, beautiful date trees welcome you at the entrance to the city, considered by many to be one of the most vibrant and exciting on the continent. As the saying goes, if you haven't seen Marrakesh, you haven't seen Morocco. It's easy to lose your way in Marrakesh, a city with a population of about 1.5 million. But not to worry, the minaret of Koutoubia, right behind me here, is always a perfect guide. You can see it from anywhere in the city. So if you're a little lost, this monument is the perfect compass to get you back on track. As we begin our ascent up the minaret, we realize that there are no stairs, just pavement, circling upwards and upwards. In the past, when it was time to call to prayer, the caller would ride his horse up the 230-foot-high minaret, and, when finished making the call, would descend the slope to start the prayer. And while it was undoubtedly easier with a horse, unfortunately, we don't have such luxury. Therefore, we have no choice but to make the trip on foot. It's a good thing we were already fairly high up when the call was heard. Seeing the city of Marrakesh from up this high is more than impressive. The city is sometimes referred to as the Red City, or Alhambra, a nod to the colors of its buildings, which are all incredibly beautiful. The structures are unique, intricate, and vastly mysterious. It goes without saying that this style of architecture is instantly recognized by people around the world. The hills, buildings, and streets are all brought into striking relief by the foothills of the nearby Atlas Mountains, which loom high in the distance. One of the possible origins of the name Marrakesh is the Berber word Morocco, which means land of God. The city was founded in the year 1062 by Yusuf ibn Tashfin, a member of the Almoravides dynasty. Interestingly enough, the word Morocco is a derivative of the word Marrakesh, a city that was known before the country of Morocco came into being. This fact is well known by the people of the city, who are only too happy to tell this story.